Hello everyone, this is Miss Pittman here. Today we are going to be learning about Pablo Picasso. So Picasso, he is a Spanish painter, sculptor, and printmaker. So he did a lot of different art techniques. He was born in 1881 and lived all the way until 1973. That makes him about 92 years old when he passed away. He liked to use the art movement called Cubism. Cubism is a style of art that breaks objects or people into geometric shapes, such as squares, triangles, rectangles, and much more. And oftentimes his artwork would look flat because of these simple shapes that he used. So down here at the bottom of the paper, you can see a few examples of his artworks. He liked to do self-portraits, pictures of people, and still life, stuff like that. And up here in the corner, you can see a picture of Picasso himself. So that is a rundown on who Picasso is. Now let's get started making art like Picasso. I'm going to sit this over to the side, and here we go. So today we are going to be making a face like Picasso would. So we did say that he used simple shapes, geometric shapes. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to get construction paper, or you can use printer paper, whatever you have available. I have construction paper, so that is what I'm going to be using. And I have a bunch of scraps left over from other art activities, so I'm going to be using my scraps. Best to recycle and reuse any materials that we can. So I'm going to start with my scrapped paper, and I'm going to make simple geometric shapes. So, for example, the first shape I'm going to make is a square. I'm using a black marker, but you can use a black crayon, a black pencil, whatever you have available to you. Let's see, we need ears, eyes, nose, and a mouth. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more, 6. Let's do a circle. Okay, so I have my shapes drawn. All right, so before I go cutting those out, I need to make my face shape. So for example, this one is a rectangle. You can do whatever shape you want. So for this one, I think I'll do a circle. All right, and now that I have my face shape cut out, I'm going to cut out all the other shapes. Alright, now that I have all of my shapes cut out, I'm going to grab my glue stick and we're going to begin to glue our shapes down. Now you can put your shapes in any order you want to on your face. That is up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go and start to glue my shapes down. Alright, so I have my shapes glued on and I'm done with my glue stick. The next thing you need to grab is that black marker, pencil, or crayon. Okay, so I'm going to use a marker and I'm going to go in and I'm going to start to add my details. As you can see on this side, I did the lines for my ears, my nose, my mouth, and my eyes in that black color. Now I'm going to do that with this. Now, you can do this however you want. This is up to you. Just remember, we are using geometric shapes to make our features. So now that we have the simple details on, we can go back in with colors to add extra details. We're going to use a various shades of the color that we have though. For example, I have a pink eye, so I grabbed a red marker, and that is what I'm going to use to make my eye color. I'm doing kind of lines, like zigzag lines, to make the eye color. For the orange, I'm just going to take a darker orange. I'm I'm going to do that for all of my colors. Just adding in some shadows and extra details as I go along. I'm just adding some shading around the edges of my mouth and keeping it lighter towards the middle. So now that I've added the extra details to my face, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a color, a tint or shade of the color that I used for my face. For example, in this one I used green, I grabbed a green marker. I used blue on this one, so I'm going to grab a blue marker. So I grab my blue marker, and what I'm looking for is shapes. So for example, right here in this little blue area, we have a triangle. So I'm going to take my marker and make a triangle in that area. All right, and then right here, let's see what else I can find. Look, there's another triangle right here. Then there's a square here, or I can make a square. That makes another triangle right here. And I'm going to continue to do that through my entire face. And now we are all finished. I hope you enjoyed learning about Pablo Picasso with me, and I would love to see what you create, so send it in.